So for those of you who have been watching the channel for quite a while now, you would know that my all-time favorite superhero is Spider-Man, specifically Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. But I love Spider-Man so much. Again, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was the first superhero I pretty much fell in love with alongside Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man. And seeing Tobey Maguire appear again in No Way Home literally touched me in places I didn't know I could be touched. And then we obviously got the rumors and theories out there that Tobey Maguire would be appearing in Avengers Doomsday, which was Kang Dynasty at the time, and Avengers Secret Wars. And now there's some rumors going out there that he might even appear in Spider-Man 4 because that's going to be a multiversal movie too, apparently. But the fact is, there's a new report coming out here that does say that Tobey Maguire and Hugh Jackman will actually interact in Avengers Secret Wars. According to the Comic Circus, Marvel wants Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine to interact in Avengers Secret Wars. However, they want the scene to be meaningful, similar to when audiences saw the Resistance in Deadpool and Wolverine, and not some throwaway sequence. Again, this is obviously a smart move that makes a ton of sense. A move that we kind of all thought was going to be happening, if we're being honest. Again, this is what we should be getting. It's what I think the point of Avengers Secret Wars is to be. A movie that's going to have Doctor Doom eventually create Battleworld, all of these universes coming together. It's the perfect time to see all of these cameos and superheroes from all these years that everyone loves actually play a role and do something important. Again, what we saw in Deadpool and Wolverine was really cool because the characters they introduced in that movie in Blade and fucking Gambit and whatnot weren't just cameos. They actually had a role in the movie. And I think that's what Marvel have to do with Avengers Secret Wars. They can't just have 888 different cameos, or I'm not going to like it. I'm not going to care. But if they have Tobey Maguire actually have relevancy to the story, similar to what he did in No Way Home, have Hugh Jackman have relevancy to the story, have their own plots and whatnot, it's going to make a ton of sense, and it's going to be something that everyone is going to want to go and see. Again, speaking on Spider-Man and Avengers Secret Wars and all of these multiversal things, there is a massive report here that has Andrew Garfield, the man who played Spider-Man in The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, and in No Way Home. He actually spoke about the recent reports and theories of not only this Tobey Maguire report that I just talked about, but also the fact that the new Spider-Man 4 movie is supposed to be heading down that multiversal role, and rumors of him and Tobey Maguire being linked to it. Again, he did shut down the rumors by saying, I like the internet, it's a big place, but people will say anything to get clicks, so you may have been duped, I'm afraid. Again, that was Andrew Garfield via IndieWire. It's a really interesting situation because the reality is, I know Andrew Garfield previously lied about all of his other Spider-Man stuff, but I actually don't necessarily know if he's lying here, because I think Marvel themselves only just decided that they were going to do what Sony wanted to do and do a multiversal movie. Again, we got to remember that this movie was originally supposed to be a grounded movie until Sony really wanted them to do a multiversal film, pretty much saying this movie is going to be in the multiversal saga. It's going to be between Doomsday and Secret Wars. How is it not going to be multiversal? And then Marvel obviously came is what I did not want to say. Caved in is what I wanted to say. I don't actually think Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are going to have that big of a role in Spider-Man 4, especially what they had in No Way Home. I actually think they are going to have a smaller role, which might be towards the end of the movie, or maybe just in the start of the movie, or scattered throughout the film. It's not going to be a big role that they both had in the last one. I genuinely think Marvel want Tom Holland to be his own standalone Spider-Man now, and them agreeing to have this multiversal stuff is just to keep Sony happy and shut up. But also, they now get to have Spider-Man fight against Kraven the Hunter, fight against Venom, two of the most popular Spider-Man villains of all time. And then I'm assuming Morbius will be introduced. Rhino, who's in the new Kraven the Hunter movie, will probably come into play. Again, he was teased at the end of No Way Home as well. Maybe something to do with Madam Web. Again, that was also teased at the end of No Way Home. I don't even know. Maybe fucking Topher Grace's Eddie Brock might somehow get a cameo or some shit in this. I have no idea at this rate. But I actually think Andrew Garfield isn't really lying here, but I do think Andrew Garfield knows he's going to have a big role in Avengers Secret Wars. I think he and Tobey Maguire will have a tiny role in Spider-Man 4. I think they might have a tiny role at the end of Avengers Doomsday when all the universes and whatnot probably collide together. They may have a scene or two in that of them being like, holy shit, what is happening? How are our universes coming together? Oh my fucking god, I can shoot web out of my hands. I can probably do that out of my penis. I just imagine that's what Tobey Maguire probably said at least one of these days. But yeah, I would expect, again, a small role at the end of Doomsday, a smallish role in Spider-Man 4, which they're probably just agreeing to now, and then a big role in Avengers Secret Wars for Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. As far as the Tobey Maguire and Wolverine scene, again, I think that makes a ton of sense. You've got the OG Marvel characters, really, the OG actors to play these Marvel characters, some of the most popular actors ever for these characters. You have to get this going, and you have to do it well. And I think the Russo brothers, who handled having all of the Avengers at the end of Endgame come together and be so perfect together, I think they're actually going to be able to ace this, and I just think it makes a ton of sense. But of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Comment your thoughts and opinions on this all down below. Are you guys excited for Spider-Man 4, Avengers, Doomsday, and whatnot? All of the above. Tobey Maguire and Hugh Jackman maybe to potentially have a scene together. Again, I'd very much like to know your thoughts and opinions. But as I was saying, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.